Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make some chicken and creamy Parmesan sauce. So if you guys are interested on how to make this, then just keep on watching. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using boneless, skinless chicken breast, 16 ounces of heavy whipping cream, half a cup of chicken broth, 3 garlic cloves, a bunch of spinach. It could either be half a cup to a cup, that's really up to you. 1 pint of grape tomatoes, vegetable oil, 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. To season our chicken breast, we are going to be using paprika, garlic salt, Lawry seasoned salt, Cajun seasoning, and oregano. And for topping, some parsley flakes. Those are all our ingredients. Now let's get started. I'm going to start off by cutting the fat from the chicken breast. And now I'm going to go ahead and slice the chicken in about 3 pieces. Because the chicken breast is very thick, it'll take longer to cook, and I prefer to do it this way. Okay, so now that we are done cutting the chicken, we can go ahead and start seasoning. I'm going to start by adding 1 tablespoon of garlic salt, and 1 tablespoon of Lawry seasoned salt. I'm now going to add half a teaspoon of paprika. Next, I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of oregano leaves. Also guys, keep in mind that I did use 5 chicken breasts that I sliced in 3, so I got about 15 pieces. Now, if you are using less, go ahead and use less of the seasonings that I am adding to the chicken. But this recipe, like I said, calls for 5 chicken breasts. Alright, so now I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. Alright, now that we have added the seasonings to the chicken, go ahead and mix it all together and make sure to evenly distribute it. Okay, and now that we are done mixing the chicken, in a pan in medium-high heat, I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and once that heats up, I'm going to start adding the chicken. Okay, so now that we have the chicken in the pan, I am leaving the heat on medium-high. I like to do this to get a nice golden brown color. So I'm leaving the chicken breast sit here for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and flip them around. Once I have that on both sides, I'm going to turn the heat to low and let it cook very slowly. So as you guys can see, we have this beautiful golden color on our chicken. Now that we have this on both sides, we can go ahead and cover our pan and let it cook on low. Now that our chicken is ready, we can go ahead and remove it from the pan, and we are going to go ahead and put it in a glass dish so that we can let it rest. After removing the chicken from the pan, we still have some chicken juices and some of the oil left over, so to that I'm going to add the 3 garlic cloves. After mixing in our garlic, I'm going to add half of a cup of chicken broth. Alright, so the grape tomatoes I decided to cut in half, and I'm going to add them into the chicken broth, the garlic, the chicken juices. All that together smells delicious. I wish you guys could smell it through here. If you make it though, you'll understand what I mean. At this point, I have the stove on medium heat, and I'm going to go ahead and cover it and let it come to a boil so that the grape tomatoes can get very soft and let out its juices. Alright, now I'm going to add the 16 ounces of heavy whipping cream. And after mixing this together, go ahead and start adding your spinach. So the spinach is up to you on how much you want to put. I personally love spinach, so that's why I went ahead and added some more. I do have my heat on medium-high because I want to bring this to a boil so that the spinach can go ahead and shrink. And now that it's done that, I'm going to go ahead and start adding the Parmesan cheese. Now that we have mixed it all together, we are now ready to add our chicken. So the seasonings that I used for the chicken will actually season the sauce, because if I do season the sauce, it could become salty. And as always, taste as you go. Now that we have added the chicken, I'm going to go ahead and start moving it around to make sure that the sauce is completely covering it. This way, all the flavors from the seasonings of the chicken will transfer. After the chicken has been sitting in the sauce for about 5 to 10 minutes, we are now ready to serve. I am pairing this with some mashed potatoes and topping off the chicken with more Parmesan cheese and some parsley. And that is all for this video, guys. I hope you all really enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and thank you all so much for watching.